Hello and welcome to the Friday live streams. I actually cannot get over our cute little theme song that we have there. Hi everyone, my name is Cabblow. I am the creative director of Cabblow Studios, an award-winning animation and illustration studio based in Johannesburg, South Africa. And Cabblow Studios. We make short films, we make series, and we also make medical animation. And on these Friday workshops, we do some live drawing as a team so that you can get to know the real humans who work on the projects at Cabblow Studios, so that when you see our names in the end credits, you actually know who these people are. I hope you guys are ready. I'm just going to add you at random to the stream. So today we've got Jody, who's today your life is on order. Last time your camera wasn't on. Everyone, this is Jody. You can say hi to the people.
Hi guys, I'm Jody.
What do you do, Jody?
I'm a visual development artist for Cabblow Studios.
Welcome, Jody, who does biz dev, and then we've got Tanika. Hi, Tanika. Say hello to the people.
Hi, I'm Tanika. I do background design and I'm a colorist at Cabblow Studios.
Thanks, Tanika. And then we've got Kayla.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm a background artist and I help with some of the branding.
Thanks, Kayla. Next is Owen.
I am Owen and I'm an animator at Cabblow Studios.
Thanks, Owen. Then we've got Nariana.
Hi, I'm Nariana. I'm an animator at Cabblow Studios.
Thanks, Nariana. Maybe you want to just move a bit closer to wherever your mic is. You're a bit soft today.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, I hear some. Now I hear you. Okay. Just introduce yourself again, just in case people don't hear you.
Okay. Hi, I am Nariana. I am an animator at Cabblow Studios.
Thanks, Nariana. And then last but not least, we've got George.
Hi, I'm George. I'm a character designer and junior animator at Cabblow. Wah wah!
Dun dun dun. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but we've actually been doing Inktober together as a team on the Cabblow Studios Instagram. So if you want to see how everybody draws when they're not under pressure, go to the Instagram. And just you can even take hashtag Cabblow Inktober. Then in the next live stream, I'll put the hashtag on screen and be all prepared. But then that's when you can see the Instagram. Before I jump into and show you what everybody's been drawing, because they've been doing pre-stream drawings. I see somebody drew Perry the Platypus. But I just want to share with you guys some really fun stuff that's happening at Cabblow Studios. One of them is our residency films come out today. Woo!
Yay!
Hey, yeah, they come out today at 6:30 in the evening, live on the Cabblow Studios YouTube channel for one night only. And then you have to buy them because monetization is good. So I'm just going to play the little teaser for our Liftoff films, and then we'll do what we need to do today. If you see everyone doing that, it's an inside joke. Maybe one day we'll let you know what that means. All right, here we go. Here's the teaser. Dun, 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 dun. So that's Liftoff, everybody. I am very proud of everybody. The residents who directed their films, and when you guys were called the core team who were also supporting the whole process. So yeah, please look out for those films. They're going to come out on YouTube in the evening, and then after that, you can buy the films and rewatch the live stream directly on the Cabblow Studios website. If you just go to cabblowstudios.com/liftoff, I'll also write it in the chat as well. So let me switch on the screen so we can see what everybody's drawing. There we go. We're in Magma Studio again today. Magma, sponsor us. We're in Magma Studio again today. So we can see what everybody's drawing. Please explain what these pre-stream what was going on through your minds with these pre-stream drawings, everyone. Tanika, I choose you.
For some reason, I was thinking a platypus. Perry the platypus. So that's what I drew.
And then you drew brick. It's fun.
Yes, you got it.
Of course I got. We work in animation. We must catch all the references. Who drew the little fireman at the bottom? Oh, Jody, you drew the. Okay, what's going on?
Yeah. No, I saw George was drawing in the corner, and then I was just gonna draw a Domo. You guys remember Domo?
Ah, yeah. I actually have a
Yeah.
Domo teddy bear, actually.
But yeah, I changed into this thing
Just the natural
from
flow of
Domo.
things. Who drew Perry? I mean, not Perry. What's his name? Doofenshmirtz? Doofenshmirtz? Oh, George, you drew Doofenshmirtz. You're muted. Are you talking?
I drew Doofenshmirtz because
And
there was
then,
Perry the platypus.
because they were, of course.
Perry
If
the
where there's
platypus!
Perry, where there's Perry, there must be Doofenshmirtz. And then the chickens.
That was me. Her
They're
name is
cute.
Marcy.
They're
I
cute.
have this little character that I drew. Her name is Ellie. She's like the embodiment of baby me, but I wanted to give her a pet because So I drew a chicken because it's the weirdest pet I could think of, and her name is Marcy.
Is it chicken smart or is it
It's
not a
derpy.
very smart?
It's a derpy chicken for sure. I mean, look at its little tongue there. It's like.
And then we got some flowers and little doodles in the corner. Is that you, Kayla?
Yes, that's me.
Oh, and you didn't draw anything. You were like, nah, I'm just going to wait for when it's time to draw for real.
The anxiety was getting to me. I was just seeing all these like good drawings with me.
The
Yeah,
pressure.
yeah.
Okay. You guys can either create a new layer or clear your drawing if you don't want to. Oh, wait, don't clear it. Let me download this first. File, save as, share as PNG. Okay, I got it. Cool. Now you can delete or erase. So I did say we were doing Inktober, so I actually chose the warm up for today is the prompt for Inktober today, which is helmet. And actually it's Tanika's turn to do Inktober today. So maybe Tanika, you can take the center of the canvas. I don't know, since I'm right. It is your turn to do Inktober today, right?
It is, and I already uploaded my drawing.
All the pressure gone. Okay, well, I'll upload yours and Ariana's drawings when the live stream is done. Okay, but I shared with you guys the link to Pixels where they had a bunch of helmets, and I thought, oh, okay. In my head, I was thinking like space helmet, but they've got all these like motorcycle helmets. But I thought that's what we can do just to do a little warm up. Or we can do the prompt right away. If you're warmed up already, we can do the prompt. I was thinking today's live drawing prompt can be the word run. You want to do the prompt? Is everybody cool to do the prompt?
The prompt's helmet.
Yeah. No, I'm saying helmet was supposed to be for like what's this? Warming up, but you guys all did warm up drawings. So we can just do the actual life drawing for today, which is the word run. I wanted to encourage more dynamic posing today. So I thought the word run would be a really good example. That's why I didn't give you guys references. I thought, let me give you a word and then you can pick your own sort of reference. And then we can take it from there. Is that cool with everyone? Okay, cool. Then we'll jump right into it. Anybody excited for this evening?
Yes.
I saw you posted a story with your poster saying, coming this evening, watch everybody
Yes.
live, 6:30. All the
Everyone
things.
should be there.
Yes. Let's see if my computer will allow me to draw today. The last time it
died.
Yes, the last time it died midstream, and then you guys were on your own.
Luckily, Nariana had a playlist for us.
Yeah.
My phone is on airplane mode. Just in case. Like I put it on silent.
Not again.
It's like no.
That was my favorite moment from the live stream. I'd
Just
share
a
that
little
clip everywhere.
Like,
I
oh,
know.
I'm just gonna write the word.
Draw.
Is there a text function in here?
Yeah, there's a chat function.
No, not chat, but like, can I put text in the? Let me make sure I'm zoomed in nicely because everybody's watching from my screen. Oh, I'm saying, is there like the ability to put word like letters inside Magma Studio? No, yes.
I don't know. I've never tried that.
Okay, I'll just write the word run. Oh, I am so used to TV Paint. I keep pressing Alt to zoom in instead of Z. Oh, today it's my cursor that's not showing. Oh, it's fine. People have seen enough of my drawings. You guys draw. And then the spelling of your name, George, today. George.
I'm George
Lisbeth.
Nursberg. You know, George Nursberg. I just thought it looked funny.
With a twang.
Yeah, George Nursberg.
Are you guys drawing from your heads or are you using references?
I'm using pencils.
References.
Was that
References.
Nariana?
That was me. I said references.
Are we allowed to use references?
Of
I was making
course.
this up.
Of course.
That's
Here
fine.
comes a rant. Thank you, Tanika, for that question. Here comes a rant. Yes.
And
My belief is that good drawing skills also means you've got good observational skills. So the ability to draw something such that we believe you, whatever it is that you've drawn, is because you have taken the time to observe whatever subject you're trying to draw, understand how it moves or how the shapes of that subject relate to each other, and then you translate it onto the page. And obviously, you as an artist, we all observe different things, like different things stand out to us. So some people will maybe pay more attention to what's happening with character's facial expression, or some people pay attention like where you start your drawing. Like I always start with the head for some reason, but sometimes if it's a really dynamic pose, and I might start with the hands, then figure my way through the drawing. But the only way you get better is if you observe the world around you and try to translate it onto the page. So yes, references. That's the only way you build up your imagination as well. Like we all know how certain things look because we've seen them before. That's why when we draw them and they don't feel right, it's because we've seen them somewhere before. So yes to references. It's in my book. It's never cheating. Have you guys ever felt like that? Like I have to create something purely from my imagination, and then it's cheating.
I think when I was younger,
Not necessarily cheating, but like it's effort to go and I just want to draw it. I don't want to go and look now and be like, oh, study before drawing. Yeah, I was too lazy.
Oh yeah, I get that too. I do that with backgrounds. So backgrounds are a bit of a weak point. So sometimes I'm just in a hurry to get it over with, and then I don't. Then the perspective is wrong, and the background isn't very functional. Then I have to go back and look at a reference. Then I'm like, I should have just looked at the reference from the beginning.
Yeah. I relate. And also my measurements, like whenever I do observation drawing, my measurements was always the hardest part for me. Like getting the proportions.
Yeah, how they all
Yeah.
relate to each other. Did any of you ever draw with grids at some point in your life?
yeah,
Uh,
that is
in, I think so.
In primary?
Yeah, in primary technology. Wasn't it that subject where we had to draw those like isometric shapes?
Yes.
so weird.
Well,
Mm-hmm. Just drinking some water. Yeah, I've realized I can't actually draw and stream at the same time. So you guys are gonna just have to. Well, that's why you guys are in the intro theme song, and I'm not, because it's you guys.
We got you.
Yeah, no, I never used to like drawing with grids. They used to confuse me. I was like, how? I mean, I understand it in theory if I plan out my reference with a grid and then I just match the grid. I don't think about the reference, like if I'm drawing somebody's face and I just match the grid. Then in theory, I would be able to recreate that image. But for some reason, just grids always used to confuse me. Even with perspective lines, took forever to start to understand perspective. It just used to confuse me.
Yeah, and then I'd avoid it.
Altogether.
Yeah, but it makes such a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, even with colors, sometimes you start painting something, you think you know what whatever it is you're painting looks like, but actually you don't, because when you look at a reference and you realize, oh, this is actually how the sun interacts with the sky. This is actually what this gradient looks like. I just assumed the sky was pink in the morning, but maybe it isn't.
It's purple. No joking.
uh, oh, and what you drawing?
It's like supposed to be like a guy with like balloon arms. Like funny.
With balloon arms.
Spaghetti arms.
Noodles.
It's so cute.
Noodle arms.
Okay, Kayla's looks really cool. I got distracted. She could
Oh,
draw.
Karen, I do the same thing.
Thank you. It's so sweet.
Tanika, what did you draw for your Inktober?
I drew a space helmet with like a jellyfish inside. Yeah.
Ooh, cute. I must download it and upload it to Instagram after this. I actually feel much less pressure now that we are all doing Inktober together. I only have to do it maybe twice or 3 times in a month instead of every day.
Teamwork.
Have any of you actually completed Inktober?
No.
Nope.
But due to Inktober, that was the first time I tried using a brush pen. Like the Chinese. I was like, yo,
Oh, yeah?
let's use a brush pen. I was like, I think grade 11 or something. Didn't last long, but the new tool was cool. So that was nice.
Why do you think you guys haven't managed to complete Inktober?
Always get busy
Because
with
it's
like
difficult.
actual work. Sorry, Jody.
Norian, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, no.
Which one of us?
Oh, go ahead, Norian, and then Jody, you can talk after.
I was saying I always get busy with like actual work and deadlines, and then I'm like, I have so much other things to do. Like when I have free time, I just want to chill and not feel pressured to do a thing that has to go up onto the internet. So if I do a drawing, I don't want to feel pressured by it, especially my sketchbook. So yeah.
So just
Jody.
the added pressure of Inktober. It's kind of a
Basically.
deterrent.
Yeah.
Jody, you?
I was just gonna basically the same like what Nariana said. It's just I feel like most of us, or well, not really most of us, I struggle to stay consistent, especially with drawing every single day. So like Nariana said, I just want to chill for a bit and not have to think about that, or you know. But I guess you could like drawings
Yeah.
would be quick, like
Yeah.
5 minute, 10-minute drawings.
Yeah, that's actually what I want to ask you guys. Do you still draw as a hobby?
Yeah.
Not as
Yeah.
much.
So that kind of makes me laugh because, like, drawing every day, you'd think it's like, man, what a big deal. Oh, I have to draw every day and post it online. Oh. But actually, we do it anyway. It's just the
Mm.
minute you say you have to draw for the next 30 days, that suddenly your brain's like, man, that's so much work. Actually, I don't want to do that, so.
That is true. You guys do draw every day because we review something every week, whether it's a shot or a character design or a storyboard or a logo, whatever. You guys are drawing every day, but no one is saying for 30 days you must draw for the next 30 days.
Wow, what a slip.
I have actually finished Inktober before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, two
Congratulations.
times. Thank you.
Flexing.
Oh, yes,
Wow.
yes, I am flexing.
Our fearless
I
leader.
must lead by example.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I have actually finished Inktober before. The first time I finished it was in 2017. After I also every time in university I'd be like, I'm gonna do Inktober this year, then get to like day 4 and I'm like, oh, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it happens.
But in 2017 I started doing this thing where I would turn Inktober into daily comics and I would just draw whatever happened that day. And if it was a bad drawing, then I'd just be like, cool, we did Inktober, we're done. And that's how I ended up finding an art style. That's why all my stuff is yellow on Instagram because I only had a yellow highlighter. So I was like, this is ink. The highlighter is ink. The ball pen is ink. This is what I'll
Yeah.
use. But I found just drawing whatever happened that day made it really easy to find a subject to draw. Because with Inktober, sometimes there's the pressure of how do you interpret the what's this thing?
Prompt.
Somebody's saying hi in the chat. Hi, Clean Screen Films. Welcome to the live stream. Um, yeah, but sometimes in the Inktober, it's there's a lot of pressure for how to interpret the prompt, and then you feel like I must flex and show how good I am at drawing. But once I started doing the daily comics thing, then it just became easy. Then everything became a story. The fact that my baby cousin says odd things became a story, or the fact that the car train is packed, and you if the car train is packed, never get into a four car train, always get into the 8 car train, and don't stand so you can get out quickly. Those things become stories. So that's how I managed to finish Inktober. And it was that thing where it was like, and I don't know, it wasn't that thing where you force yourself, because when you were little, nobody had to force you to draw. You would just draw because you wanted to, every day, all the time, because it was fun.
Math.
And I think that,
Math.
yeah, I think that's the key to Inktober. It's finding the fun in it. Because that's when it's unfun, then that's when you're like, meh, I don't have to do this. I can draw for work and draw for something else, but I don't have to do Inktober. Oh, somebody says, I love what I see. Me too. I also love what I see. This is always fun seeing how everybody's drawings come together. Oh, you're working on a 3D animation? Good for you. I'm just responding to the chat. Yeah. Yeah, so I have finished Inktober, and then after I finished it twice, then the third time it was just downhill from there. So
I made like a whole sketchbook with the intention of finishing like Inktober, and I got pretty far. And I was doing it with ink as well, because at the time I was on like a marker trip, so I owned Copic markers, and I was like, "This is amazing! Look at me!" That's a very expensive hobby. Marker collecting, I don't recommend it. But yeah,
anybody?
I was like,
Yeah.
I was just very excited to do it, and I think I popped off on like just at the end, like day 23. I was like, this is enough for me. I've had enough now. It's so funny because during that time I was drawing other things, and it's literally 10 minutes. Draw something for Inktober, and my brain was like, can't do it. Can't. It's over.
You're like, no, I'm fine. It's really fine. I'm fine. Somebody says the second character is beautiful. I don't know which one is the second character, but thank you. I think it's yours, Nariana.
Yeah, this stripy little babe.
Oh, Jody, you disappeared there for a second.
I went to the bathroom quickly. I sent
No, I
a
didn't.
mag video. Did you not? I require the rest of
Right.
the
Expose me like that, George.
Oh, sorry, but you sent the message. My bad. So I like this picture of this larger woman running.
Oh, I was gonna say, you mentioned Copic markers. Do any of you know of that art shop called Herbert Evans?
Yeah.
They have like this annual sale.
Sale?
This is probably a legitimate. This is probably the only real sale in my mind that I recognize as a legitimate sale. They have like up to 60%, 60%, everyone. Up
Oh,
to
wow.
60% off on everything. Canvases, Copic markers, paper, all of the things. That's the
When
best
is
time.
this?
There's one in
Rosebank?
Ilovo, there's one in Rosebank.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure if they sell stuff online. I know there is a South African art shop in Rustenburg that sells stuff online and they ship everywhere
Okay.
in South Africa. What they call Art Savings Club is the one that is also a good one. I think they're in Rustenburg. But yeah, Herbert Evans. That's where I would get Copic. I also went to a Copic phase. That's where I would get them.
Yeah.
And I would only buy them during the sale because then I can justify buying multiple Copics because one Copic is like 89 Rand, which it's not even the thicker ones, it's the chow ones, the smaller ones.
Yeah. Those are the 80 Rand ones. So I used to work
Very
in Rosebank,
expensive.
and there was a Herbert Evans there, and that's where I fed my Copic addiction. It was a real decision.
Oh, Nariana, is that your character? I see the chicken. Full circle. You're muted.
Hi. Yes, this is Ellie and Marcy, the chicken. She has buck teeth because I have buck teeth. And when I was a kid, it was very like now it's fine. I had braces, but when I was a kid, I had it was very buck. Okay, it was very buck. So she's me. I didn't have a chicken, but
That's
chicken.
cute.
Thank you.
It's quite cute. Let me see what other advertising things I have in here. At some point, we must go for a break. So I must prepare to advertise something.
That influencer line.
Well, I just figured because we haven't nailed down sponsors yet for our things, so I might as well just advertise our own things because we have our
Be
own
the
stuff
sponsor.
yes,
Yeah.
to tell the world about.
This stream is sponsored by us. We sponsored it. Look at
Cab
us.
sponsored.
Cab.
Yes.
Spons Cab.
Yes.
I'm
Hey,
sure
treat Cab.
once Little Teaspoon comes out, everybody will understand what you're saying. Because we always do some sort of Cabblow parody branding. Owen, you've been so quiet this afternoon. Are you just deep in thought?
That was like quite interesting and talking. It's difficult for me.
Okay. No. Each to their own. Somebody saying, Sticky Art says, it reminds me of an older show on Nickelodeon. Older show, sorry. What reminds you of an older show on Nickelodeon? We'll wait to see since there's a delay. Today, the live stream has not failed me. I didn't dip off. You guys are not sitting awkwardly looking at each other's faces and drawing. I am very grateful. Oh,
giving
this
people
person says
a-
that. Oh, sorry, go ahead, George.
I was saying we were giving them a new stream experience that they weren't used to. Too often do you get to see what people are drawing. You never get to see how they look when they're drawing it.
It was a true flipped experience.
That's true. Dr. T kept saying Jody was so serious the whole time he was drawing. It was like concentrating, serious, angry face. Oh, this person saying
You saw the drawing.
but that's clever. Maybe we should do that more often. I'm not sure if you've seen those like study with me videos. It's just a person like sitting studying for like an hour. And then I guess if you're studying, it's like, yay, we're comrades together studying.
And they also add the rain sound effect. I don't think I've ever seen one where it's not rainy.
I think they're just trying to create the feel of the lo-fi chill beats girl.
Oh, but that's so nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what this person is saying. They're saying the name of our studio, Cabblow, reminds them of an old Nickelodeon show. What would that show be about?
Us.
An old Nickelodeon.
Cartoons.
Cartoons.
That
would
can
have
be
to- Go ahead.
when we have our series made, that can be where we stream it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thought.
Are you talking about something that we're not allowed to say publicly, or are you talking about something else?
No, just generally like when we make our own little series.
Oh yes,
you can
that's what
stream it on Cabtoons.
On Cabtoons. Oh, that's so cute. I'm gonna write it in the chat so that when it plays back, I remember this moment. Cabtoons for the win.
Yeah.
And then add my own comment on screen because I can.
So beautiful.
Monopoly. This.
This guy in the reference photo is running up a hill and he's in like a sheet. It's a marriage picture. Who runs in their marriage photos?
When you're in a field, I guess.
They're on like rocks and like very clearly he's struggling to keep his balance. Funny.
Don't mind me, just replying to comments in the chat. Oh, there's an option to. Why would I want to block myself? I am me, though. There's an option to block myself. Delete comment.
It's an integrity block. You know, when you just think you've gone too far personally.
Because I just put my own comment on screen and I advertise our own things on our own stream.
It's like, hey, behave.
George, where did you learn this stripy thing? Like, do you think a certain way when you draw it, or do you just block it in?
I think it's like a mixture of things. I don't know if you guys know Jeannie Vati.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, partially it's thanks to her, and partially it's thanks to Tennis Van Rooyen, because they were the people who taught me how to life draw, kind of. So, it all when Tennis taught me, he taught me a contour lines method, where he was like, make contour lines if you struggle to get the outline. Because sometimes I struggle to see negative space. Like, I can see a shape, but I struggle to understand the negative space. So what I do is I make contour lines because it makes it easier for me. And then Jeannie taught me that if you draw in a lighter color, because like I also used to have this thing where I was really, really afraid to draw, like to start a drawing, because like if I put my pen to paper, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess it up. It just kind of, if you draw in a lighter color, and then like, and this is like in real life with markers, like with just cheap Giorno kids cookies, you pick a
Nice.
really light color, and then you pick a darker color and you draw over it, and then you pick out the shapes and the details that you didn't see before because you were too busy focusing on the shape. So
That's so
just a mix.
cool.
It's you could do it too.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. I'm gonna try it.
I recommend it. It's
Let's
not
find a
sometimes I draw
photo.
like because of it. I've learned how to draw a little bit better without relying on it too much. But if I'm feeling nervous, like if I think there's lots of people watching me,
Like on a
I
live stream.
tend to default, you know. So
Yeah.
I just go back to like the way that I know that will make me most comfortable, which is this. Although I have been trying recently to not use it so much, so it's not a crutch. But you know,
Okay.
it's just if you're struggling to like get shapes down, if you feel like, you know, the generic way of doing life drawing, not generic, because there's actually no real like one way to do it. There's just recommended ways. If you feel like you're struggling, it's a good one. It's like a good little just draw kind of moment. And then it helps you pick out shapes and proportions in a way that's not necessarily like very just pick line down, draw line. Because sometimes lines can make you really nervous.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
And it's quite satisfying to see as well. Especially when you like the contouring method. That was I saw it on in a Cycra video a long time ago, and that's when I was like, oh, coils, oh, 3D shapes are difficult to imagine sometimes. So it's like very satisfying when you can see how to build the form um with like how you do the contours, and almost like some of the ways you do it as well kind of reminds me of how muscles sit on the
Yeah.
human body, like the pink, this one. Can I zoom in? Yeah. Oh, too much. The pink running baby um reminds me of how you would imagine how muscles sit on a person's
Yeah.
body.
I think it's just because I pick out the prominent shapes. That's what it'll be. So if there's like a very defined pectoral muscle, I'll be like, oh, let me, you know, pick out that I can kind of see. So you don't just contour mindlessly. You start to think about the shapes within what you're doing, but it's still fun.
Mm.
Can
That's
I
such a
be
cute penguin, Tanika.
It
Oh,
reminds me of the one from Adventure Time, but not really because he's like a block.
It's so cute. Sticky Art says, so cool to see everyone's different approach. Yes, that's why I love it. My biggest worry when I was teaching life drawing was I was afraid I was creating clones, because I could see it in the way some of the, not you guys, Nariana, Tanika, because you guys had a teacher before me, so you already had picked up one way of doing things. So then I came in, so now your mind is then in that mode of I'm just taking from different resources instead of copying. But the first year students, they were all like drawing like me. It was very alarming. I was like, this is not what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is just help you achieve some effective drawings, but you don't have to draw like me, because the way we all draw reveals how we think and how we see the world. So I also, that's why I wanted everybody to see how you guys all draw, and just be exposed to different examples. Hi, Playland. Playland says, this is amazing. I agree. I didn't mean to read it in such a sarcastic voice. I am not, I mean it. It is amazing.
Wow, amazing. Oh my gosh. Good job.
Yeah.
Is there a way to make the canvas bigger?
I think there's a paid version. I just like scale things down and then keep drawing. It creates a collage eventually. Everyone's drawings are all touching, and you're cool with like everyone's drawings being on top of each other.
I do like that effect. I was just thinking if maybe it feels like there's not enough space and all of that, then I could just make the canvas bigger if I wanted. Oh wow, it's almost 3:00. That means it's almost time for an advert. Let me set it up here. So just to remind everyone, this evening, Liftoff is launching. If you don't know what Liftoff is, it's our residency showcase. So we did a 3-month residency at Cabblow Studios where we helped 5 young directors, some of them are here today, to create their first short film. And the short films come out today at 6:30 this evening, South African time, so in a few hours. And we're going to live stream again on the YouTube channel. And then you'll be able to watch them. And then that'll be the only time you ever watch them for free because they'll be on the Cabblow Studios website, cabblowstudios.com/liftoff. So I'll play that little teaser again because I played it at the beginning, just in case some people missed it. And then we'll get back to drawing. And then I'll probably promote a little teaspoon of sugar. And then we will end the live stream. Where's my promo now so I can just transition to it? Okay, don't be surprised. There's gonna be music, everyone. So that's Liftoff, everybody. I am very proud of that teaser, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. I'm wondering which references you're looking at, Owen, because you've got such wacky poses today.
I try to like adjust the pose, like look at the reference, but I also make it like weird, so that it's not as like too realistic in a sense.
Oh, that's something I wanted to ask you guys. In terms of the way you draw, are you more comfortable drawing things that are a bit more cartoony and don't have too many like real world restrictions, or do you just naturally gravitate towards realism, or it's neither here nor there, you just like drawing?
Sometimes I'm scared to exaggerate. So, yeah. Like, so you'll have a reference, but pushing it feels almost like being insincere, but actually the essence of the idea is better. Like, that broke my brain the first time. Like, how pushing a pose can actually be more communicative than actually like sticking to the realism thing.
Yeah. How when you exaggerated more, then you're actually saying exactly what you were trying to say at the beginning by saying more.
Yes. How? But yes, that's right.
So why do you feel like you're afraid to exaggerate? Is it because you feel like you're gonna warp the drawing, or you just don't know to how much you're supposed to exaggerate?
Yeah, I think it's the how much. Maybe it's just like inexperienced. Like I haven't done it 3,000 times, so then it feels like I'm not being true to the photo or it won't come out in proportion because you have to use your imagination to
Mhm.
push a pose.
I suppose so. Anybody else feel like that, or do you feel
I
differently?
I feel differently. I
Mm-hmm.
like drawing things in a more like cartoony way. Like I like spaghetti legs and arms and like um what's the word? Sometimes I also like drawing things more blocky, like in my sketchbook especially. I draw things like very square. Like
Mm-hmm.
the way that I drew this cat now, it's very like curvy and there's like lots of nice, curvy lines and everything. But
Mm-hmm.
like if I draw my sketchbook, I like to draw like very rigid lines sometimes just to make it like more abstract and interesting. I think then I feel more motivated to draw than just following like a reference and trying to draw it the way that it
Also, so
looks.
do you feel limited sometimes by a reference?
Yeah, so sometimes like I wouldn't look at a reference. Like I'll go maybe on Pinterest and I'll look at like other people's drawings and I'll look at like ideas and stuff and then I'm like, okay. So I've seen like how shapes work for the thing that I want to draw.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, I can do this by myself. If that makes sense. Well, not by, yeah, from my head, yeah.
So it's actually freeing for you not to have to stick too closely to real life.
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
Maybe Kayla and Ariana, you guys must share notes since you have like contrasting opinions.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, because I actually, like, on that point of the contrasting ideas, like, I remember when I was, like, especially first year of college, I felt very, like, out of my depth because I was, like, one of the only kids that didn't have, like, I didn't have art in school. I didn't have, like, any art lessons. I never did art. I just drew for fun now and then. So I was like, so I felt like I was sort of behind a few steps. And then I was like, I remember we had life drawing as a subject, and I was like, okay, this is how I'm supposed to do it. And I tried like life drawing by myself at home all the time, and then I just never got it right until I
Mm-hmm.
decided to just I'm gonna say be free and let go, like sort of just be more looser with my hand and just draw. If it looks gross, then it looks gross. And I tried, and it feels nice. It's more relaxing to just do what your hand wants to do than just like rigidly following a reference, if that makes sense.
I think I have another clip for the next highlight of the live stream.
Just
Yeah,
me monologuing.
I do agree with that. Just allowing yourself to draw what naturally comes out, whether it's realistic or cartoony or something in between.
Exactly, yeah.
Mm. George, I saw you
Yeah.
smiling. It looked like you were going to say something.
Nah, I just like drawing. Whether or not it's something stylized or cartoony. If someone pays me to draw, I'm pretty happy.
Done.
Done. Ecstatic.
What about you, Tanika?
I'm sorry, I got lost. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Kayla, I really love the current drawing that you're working on. This face, the three things.
That's how I feel when I wake up in the morning.
Oh, I was asking Tanika if you guys enjoy or you prefer drawing realistically or cartoony or no, why is it zooming in, zooming out so much? Or somewhere in between.
I
No.
think I would say, like, when we're doing live drawing, I usually tend to do like realistic. But if we were just drawing for fun, I would do like cartoony.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You, Jody?
Um, what the question was? What do you feel more comfortable with?
Yeah, or what's your preference? Or what
I
naturally
think
is
I also didn't have any art class, or I didn't have art as a subject at school. We just had EGD.
Mm.
Um, so I just grew up drawing from anime or stylized characters, and
Mm.
then when I moved to Cape Town to study animation, there was live drawing classes. So I guess which I should have taken because it took me a bit long to realize that live drawing is very important, especially like anatomy and gesture drawing.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer your question, I prefer stylized over realistic,
Mm-mm.
or maybe a blend.
Mm. I think I also prefer I prefer a blend. Um, I also was the person who drew. Oh, I have so many old anime drawings from high school. I did have art in school, but it was more leaning towards the fine art side of life. So I had one of those teachers who discouraged anime drawing. She didn't have like a serious
Yeah.
hatred for it. Like some people's teachers have a serious hatred. My teacher was just like, man, can you try something else just so that you're not one dimensional? That's all. Um,
Yeah.
uh, but what was my point? There was a reason why I brought that up.
Your
I was
style.
saying, what is what was I saying? Oh dear. Oh, I was saying that I also was an anime person who used to draw a lot of anime and stuff. And then when I got to film school and we didn't have life drawing, I actually used to go to life drawing classes at the animation school. And then I was traumatized and I was like, yeah, naked people, I can't do it. Um, but that's when I also realized, oh, I haven't actually been observing life too much. I've just been drawing what I think works. Oop, I think George just dropped off. I've just been drawing what I think works, and then just attending those life drawing classes and seeing how other people draw made me realize there's more than one way to draw. And so now my art style is somewhere in between cartoony and realistic, because I like drawing kind of natural, real world shapes. But if I could draw buttons for eyes, I would, because eyes can be stressful.
Especially matching the second one.
Yes, but if you draw buttons, there's no stress. And that is
Or
really the
eye patches.
philosophy. Yes, that's really the philosophy of the Cabblow Studios faces. I'm not sure if you guys have seen. The eyes are
No.
basically buttons.
Hi.
Very
Oh,
smooth, George. Very smooth.
What does it mean? I've always been here. Nothing happened.
Yes, Kayla, did you see what you just drew? Just 2 lines and dots. That's how you draw a Cabblow Studios eyes, everyone.
nice.
That's
Poppy's
the
got
only
the tears.
yes. So the only reason why
Oh,
I have 2 lines like this is because I need something to express more emotions. Otherwise, I would just draw dots for eyes.
I mean, if it works.
Yeah. So that's my philosophy. And I think it comes from drawing anime so much. Eyes were so stressful. And I was like, you know what? I
Yeah.
don't need this in my life. I can just draw buttons. And then I was like, okay, I don't have enough information to express what I'm trying to express. Let me, I'm struggling to zoom in. Let me at least draw the top eyelid. Yeah.
This unibrow is kind of giving me some Frida Kahlo vibes.
Okay, we're gonna start winding down. I must make sure to save this and post it on the Instagram. Let's quickly do some YouTuber things. Hi everyone, don't forget to like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you want to watch more live streams, share if you feel like sharing, all the things. The last one is click the bell for notifications. I actually would be a hypocrite if I told you to do that. I don't have notifications on my phone. So just be an active, conscious person and come to our YouTube channel when you want to watch stuff. You don't have to click the bell for notifications.
Every time I draw, I get kicked out, so I'm just gonna
Gonna chill.
everyone else's work.
I know we're gonna wrap up now. I want to play the teaser for Little Teaspoon of Sugar, and then we'll wrap. So everybody, do your last few lines, and then we'll wrap. So just before we close the live stream, I just want to play the teaser for our short film, Little Teaspoon of Sugar. And if you want to see behind the scenes of that, I do live streams on Wednesday where I just show you guys how we do compositing in TV Paint. And then you can see everybody's hard work out of context. So hopefully it's not too spoilery. So here's the teaser for our short film, The Little Teaspoon of Sugar.
Let's go, Sadie, let's go! Woo! Let's go, Sadie, come on, go, do it! Let's go, Sadie, let's go!
Yay!
Oh my goodness!
To learn more about Cabblow Studios short films, go to cabblowstudios.com/movies.
Dun, dun. So that's our short film, Little Teaspoon. Oh, am I echoing? What's happening? Huh? Am I frozen?
No.
No, okay, I'm not frozen.
No.
Okay. This looks great. Is everybody finished enough with their drawing, or you wanna quickly add the last few lines? I'm gonna end the live stream now. Okay, cool. I'm ending it. So wait, before I do that, let's save the picture first. Okay, now I'll stop sharing the screen. So thanks everybody for watching. Thank you guys for being on the live stream and drawing and allowing people to see you draw in real life, real time. Don't forget to check out Liftoff this evening at 6:30. Very excited to show the residency films to the world. Other than that, I usually say have a happy day wherever you are in the world at the end of the things that we do. So that'll be the ending that I use. Oops, what did I do? Oh, I've showed the
Lost
drawing.
touch.
Whoops. But yeah, thanks team, and thanks everybody for watching. And have a really good weekend, everyone. Bye. Oh no, where's my thing? I'm usually so smooth with this. I usually have the thing that says till next time. Okay, everybody again. Bye.